And we're in
Yeah.
part three. Here we go. That's that.
Okay, so my let's see, my next 10. Kaiba. Kaiba's a great show.
Oh, I've only
Kaiba's
seen the first three episodes of Kaiba. I
uh
enjoyed what I saw.
keep okay, watch them again and keep watching. I made the mistake of doing that where it's like, oh, I watched the first three episodes, waited a week, and tried to watch it again. Didn't understand what was going on,
Yeah,
and I ended
naturally.
up giving it a 7. Then 2 weeks later I decided maybe I gave it something unfair. So I rewatched it and I loved it. It was absolutely fantastic. The score, the music contributed to it so well. The animation was amazing. Madhouse did a great job on that.
I'm yet to finish any of the shows by that guy because I know everybody loves him.
Oh, Masaaki
Yeah,
Yuasa?
Masaki Uesai. He did great job on Space Dandy episode three, I think, with the fish. That was awesome. He did a
Yeah.
great Adventure Time episode. So I'm already kind of a
Oh,
fan of his. So it shouldn't be hard for me to just watch one of his shows. I think I watched the first episode of Ping Pong, and I just started Tatami Galaxy. So I hope I'll become like a huge fan of his.
I've seen Kaiba and Tatami. No, not Tatami. Uh,
Ping Pong.
Ping Pong. I have yet to see the entirety of Space Dandy.
Watch
I've
Space
seen.
Dandy.
I will. I
Get
will.
that
It's
done. Space Dandy is the best thing.
yeah. It's just school. School is a pain. School's a pain.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
Let's see. Kaze Takanu, which other people will probably recognize as The Wind Rises.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I watched that recently, and I just oh wow, that was it. Really, something about it felt very Miyazaki. Like I don't
yeah.
know,
It was
something.
okay.
Hmm,
Okay. Like it's. I everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, this is a movie about how about creative vision and oh, this is a movie about death and making the most of your life." And
yeah,
all I could think during the entire movie was this is a movie about inspiration
yeah.
and
It's
how
kind of messy thematically, so nobody can make heads or tails of it. Everybody has like a different
I
interpretation.
see that's the thing. I will like I'm ordering a blue snowball mic and I'm eventually going to make a video on that where I go over the interpretations, go over how yeah, it is short, it is messy, but so is the animation. The animation is messy. It's beautiful, messy. It's kind of like an imperfect uh lovely movie and it's beautiful. It's I
Yeah,
know I'm just going I know
there's
I'm just
they at one point they I realized while watching it that oh wow, that's not the sound of a plane. That's just some guy like messing with his lips. And then
yeah,
I
and
googled it, and I was like, oh, why was that the case? That's interesting.
yeah,
It's this guy
what
going.
my idea is, and this backs up my interpretation, is that Miyazaki is trying to say that people when they make things such as planes and I think in one case it was the trains, their their soul goes into it and they put part of themselves in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that
I
is
feel as if
really clever.
that making human sounds was meant to symbolize that.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
because their humanity goes into their creation. That's my idea.
But then, with that said, there's also sounds for the tsunami at the beginning.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
It kind of destroys it.
I'm not saying it destroys it, but that's something that goes against my interpretation. As you said, it is very messy and thematically. But I loved it. It was oh, and the soundtrack was phenomenal. I
Yeah,
thought.
I have particularly good memories of that film as well. Because like a month ago, I just watched it for no reason, like 3 a.m. with my cousin on my laptop, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just watch Wind Rises. So that's a cool memory. So now I just forever associate the film with good times. So
Yeah.
after that, I guess
Uh,
that kind of does deserve a 10. I gave
so
it
yeah,
a 9, but
it's pretty great. Let's see. Kill La Kill 10. Loved it. It
uh,
was really silly. It
yeah,
was
I always defend Kill la Kill at every case. Like whenever there's a topic about Kill la Kill, I talk about it endlessly and defend everything about it. But I gave it an 8 because it's a show that I'm only in the mood for every now and then. Whereas Gurren Lagann I can probably watch whenever. Like Kill la Kill is so high energy in every way. Like every aspect of it is super high energy. So
yeah.
I'm literally I have to be in that kill in that radical state of mind where like oh I really want to watch Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
Like
Um, let me think. I think mm, I'm probably in Digi's camp in saying that Kill La Kill is probably better than Gurren Lagann, at least in
did he
my
say that?
books. What?
Did he say
Did
that?
he say that? No, but let me think. Devu, his editor, has said, I don't know when upon your journey into Kill la Kill being better than Gurren Lagann, you started liking Nia, but you really should have told me. So and then he responded without correcting it, so I'm assuming I might be wrong.
Who knows? It doesn't. I don't even know whose idea was to like constantly compare Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. Like, just be happy they both exist and that the same guy made.
Yeah,
Like, I bring those shows up as like the poster child for what I was saying about Ponyo, because just because what makes a film really special isn't something that's really blatant and complex doesn't mean that there wasn't tons of method put into it. Like
yeah,
Ponyo is, it's coincidentally I mentioned Ponyo in a comment. I said Ponyo is if you ask most people what makes Ponyo good, they'll say it's fun. But then if you ask them what makes it fun, then suddenly there's all this analysis and theory and
yeah,
study to be done. So kill everything by Hiroyuki Imaishi crosses the line between like regular normal great and like highbrow great. Like they're enjoyable on the most basic level, but then there's also tons of thought put into them to make them as engaging as possible. So they score with both crowds, especially
yeah,
Gurren Lagann. Like everyone loves Gurren Lagann. If you're
yeah,
someone like Snob, you like it because you can respect its craft. And if you're someone like a kid that's 13, you like it because it's super high energy and fun. So
yeah,
Hiroyuki Imaishi somehow managed to score with everyone and just earn
yeah,
everyone's goodwill. So he's a
yeah.
genius.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to talk about because Kill la Kill Special is the next 10, so that was good too.
That was
But
really good, actually. I loved that.
yeah, yeah. I will like to point out that I actually did give a two to something. Kumo no Mu. We're just gonna call it by its English name. Things Promised to Us in Our Early Days. It's a film
Oh,
by
I've heard of
Makoto
that.
Shin. Yeah,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
film.
I was gonna watch that. Why is it?
Don't, don't.
It's by the guy that
Okay,
made Wolf. Yeah, it's by Makoto Shinkai. He's made a lot of films I like.
yeah, but that doesn't mean all of his videos are good. All of his movies are good. Five
Uh,
centimeters per second, 5 centimeters per second was amazing. Let's see, what's the other
he made Wolf
one?
Children, Kotono.
No, 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 no. You're thinking
Oh wait, no, he didn't make Wolf Children. He made the
yeah,
Garden of Words. That's it. The
yeah,
one with the
Garden of
feet.
Words. Yeah, Garden of Words, 5 centimeters per second. Uh, what are some other video movie? Actually, those are the only two movies of his that I gave a 10. I think the one I gave a 9, but was really slow burning. Sorry, was Children Who Chase Lost Voices, and that's about a 2 hour and 30 minute film, and it
Good
only
lord.
gets really good the last hour. So, uh, but it but like that was a great movie, but I gave it a 9 because it just took so long to get good. So yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
fair enough.
yeah. But Things Promised to Us in Our Early Days is just so. I hate using the phrase badly paced, but you have something that that should be focused on going at a breakneck neck pace, and you have something that can be completely disregarded that is going at an just a phenomenally slow pace, and you understand none of it, and it's confusing, and by the time the end of the movie comes up, you're like, was that supposed to be the climax? And it doesn't feel like one, and feeling complete or completely torn apart by something is very important to me, and if
Yeah,
something makes
that's
me
usually like
feel
a 6-ish for me. Like that's how
yeah
I felt. Like bad pacing is definitely a thing. That's most certainly real.
it's
So
it's not
Shinsekai
enjoyable.
Yori, when characters sit in a cave for upwards of 5 episodes, bad pacing. Because I can tell, I've concluded that show isn't a bad show, but just a really terrible adaptation. Because it wasn't adapted from like light novels; it was adapted from like a regular novel. So in a novel, it'll be probably reasonable for a character to sit and talk to you because you're reading in their voice and they're speaking to the person reading the book. But when you're just hearing an internal monologue and the story is being explained to you, that just takes you out. And then suddenly everything feels like a slog and nothing moves the way, like, organically. So that bad
Uh,
pacing is definitely real.
Yeah, but It's completely unenjoyable. I ended up hating it to my surprise because I liked Shinkai's other work. So yeah, Little Witch Academia, loved
That
it.
was
It
great.
was
Little Witch Academia is awesome.
yeah, it was great. I liked this. I liked the second one. Uh, Maho Shik. I
The
don't.
one with the festival thing.
Yeah, I liked both of them, and
Yeah, they're
people are
great.
telling me, yeah, that people are telling me, oh yeah, the first one was better and the second one wasn't all that great. And I'm thinking, I love.
The first one obviously was gonna have this giant impact because it was Trigger's first thing, and everyone was
Yeah,
hoping Trigger would be great because I had Hiroyuki Imaishi on it, and then it just comes out and it's this incredible like Disney style perfect thing. So everyone's expectations were really high, and also they paid for it this time.
yeah,
So
and what
keep that
happened
in
was
mind.
yeah, and what happened was the second one actually made me appreciate the first one even more because I'm like, wow, this had effect on the characters. And they even reference it. So I liked both of them. I ended up giving the second one a 9 because I didn't like it as much as the first one, but it definitely did make me appreciate the first one more. So yeah, Lucky Star was great, but I didn't give it a 10.
Yeah, neither did I. Lucky Star is probably the highest nine I've given because I loved it, and I have like pretty much nothing bad to say about it, but it's just not a 10 because it's not a 10. There's
See,
something inherent about a 10.
I love the dub.
Yeah, the dub is it's great. It's really great,
Yeah,
and they clearly put effort in because they still had Konata be
I
voiced by Haruhi, and
I don't like the Haruhi dub, but I do like the Lucky Star dub. I haven't seen Haruhi because I watched it on dub and I couldn't stand half the voice actors.
yeah,
So
like Mikuru and stuff. They suffered. Kyon was pretty much the highlight, but
I didn't
Haruhi.
like Kyon. That's what made me quit. I'm like, God damn it, stop being such a snarky asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's his snark. He sounds like something you'd hear in a cartoon, not an anime. Like
I'll pro
he threw in the towel and said, "All right, we're doing this in English. Let's just make it as American as possible." So that's
yeah,
what I think that's what they were going for. And you either love
yeah,
that or you hate that.
yeah, I hated it. So I'll probably watch it with the subtitles.
Yeah, yeah, go
Uh
ahead. Because Haruhi is good stuff, especially the
yeah.
movie. Like the movie is something I have given a 10 because Haruhi's fine, but it's not this super amazing show. But the movie had no business being as good as it was. Like it was phenomenal. Like because it just removed the silliness of the show and took Kyon out of the comfort zone and like security of the club, and suddenly it was all realistic and everybody was getting emotional and bad things were happening. So like
Yeah,
this Prince of Haruhi Suzumiya is amazing.
yeah, gonna need to cut you off because we don't have much time left, so I'm just gonna go through these really fast.
Oh yeah,
Whisper of the Heart, Whisper of the Heart. It's like Hibike Euphonium, but a Ghibli movie, and it's great.
what's that?
Uh, Whisper of the Heart. It's a Ghibli movie,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
reminds
I've seen it. I've seen it on Kiss Anime. I'll just watch it one of these days.
yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's sweet and lovely. So yeah. Oh, uh, Evangelion, of course. I mean,
Yep.
come on. And the end of Evangelion, yeah. I like.
I actually gave End of Ava an 8 because when I
Yeah, I
originally
saw that.
saw it because I loved it, but I didn't understand enough of it to feel like I was I just loved it because my mind was being blown by everything I was seeing. It was just
What
this
translation did you?
incredible. Oh, I
What
had the
translation?
translation where she said how disgusting. So
Yeah, that was my first going at it, and it sucked. So then I looked up different translations, and oh look, it mistranslations, which made
yeah,
it
naturally.
confusing.
Because it is a
Um,
90s show, that's kind of what happens. And
oh,
I've read so much about End of Ava since then, I feel like I'd give it a 10 if I watched it again. So I'm looking forward to watching it again.
yeah, Perfect Blue. Oh my, okay. Satoshi's Kon first work, in my opinion, his best. I actually got up in the middle of the movie and noticed I was visibly shaking. It
Huh.
is probably one of the most terrifying psychological mysteries out there, and I just loved it. I can't say much more.
Any
Ping
show
pong,
that can make me any show that can make me emote on that level, I immediately like.
yeah. Ping pong the animation. Oh god, I cried at the end.
Uh,
It
if you recommend, if now that you've said that, but two of his shows are great, I'm gonna get around to watching. I'm gonna get around to watching Ping Pong and Kaiba now because I just really want to watch everything he's made, seeing as everybody loves him so much.
yeah. Sakuraso no Pet Nakanajo, or
Oh
the
yeah,
Pet Girl.
that show's pretty good.
That show is amazing. It was like Toradora, but slightly less good,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
still,
Toradora. It felt like the relationship with Toradora felt legendary, But
Yeah.
Sakura Slow, I don't like remember that much about all of the characters.
Uh,